Hello everyone, I'm Falguni and welcome back to my channel Falguni this side. It's Christmas week already, so let's bake a chocolate cake. Also, it's my Vlogmas part 4. I still can't believe I made 4 videos on Vlogmas. Without further ado, let's get started. This cake will be made using eggs, so this is not an eggless recipe, and here are the proportions that you'll need. Here are the ingredients for today's recipe. I have maida, baking powder, chocolates, vanilla essence, butter, vegetable oil. You can use any oil. I'll be using sunflower oil. Just make sure the oil does not have too much flavor. This is not an eggless recipe. I'll be using eggs, and I also have sugar. Also, for the frosting and decoration, I have an hazelnut spread which I recently bought. This is the first time I'll be trying this. I have a dairy milk, and also I have 5-star kisses and other chocolates. I hope I will be able to use them. If not, never mind. The taste of the cake should be top notch. That's my priority. As mentioned earlier, I'll be making a chocolate cake, therefore I'll use the cocoa powder. This is what my entire setup looks like. I have these two. I guess for today I'll be going with the circular one. So let's get started. Most important part about baking a cake is the proportions. Make sure you screenshot the part where I have shown the exact proportions. Using this method, make sure you do not have any lumps in the cake. I love to bake, but I don't know why I only bake once a year. Yes, during this time of the year, Christmas. You know from where I learned to bake a cake? No, not from any YouTube video. I learned to bake a cake from my father. Long back in my childhood days, I still remember when my parents first time bought a microwave and my father told me, you know what, from now we can bake a cake at home. From then, my father baking a cake for Christmas became our ritual. But today, I will bake a cake and not in a microwave but in an oven or OTG. It's an easy beginner friendly recipe. I hope it helps. Coming back to the cake, I'm adding cocoa powder here. This you can add according to your wish, according to how chocolatey you want your cake to be. I have used 1/3 of a cup. I will first mix all the dry ingredients together. I am taking 1 cup of sugar which I will now powder and then add to the mix. Add all the dry ingredients together except for the baking powder. I will add that last, which is just before mixing the dry and the wet ingredients. Tell me something, don't you think cleaning the kitchen is much more challenging than cooking? I mean, it takes more time than actually cooking. Whatever, now I will give the dry ingredients a small mix and then keep them aside, and then I'll get started with the wet ingredients. One more important tip is always try to use room temperature ingredients. Do not take out things directly from the refrigerator and use it to bake your cake. Butter, egg, whatever it is, make sure you keep them out of the refrigerator an hour before you use them to bake a cake. Now we will mix all the wet ingredients together. You can also use 1 entire cup of butter. Here I am giving 1 spoon of butter and 1 cup of vegetable oil. Along with that, I'm adding 4 eggs and little bit of vanilla essence. By little bit, I mean half a teaspoon. Right before mixing the wet and dry ingredients, I will add the baking powder. It is better to add fresh ingredients always, especially the baking powder. Here I'm also adding half a teaspoon of salt for better taste. Now I'm properly blending the wet ingredients together, and little by little I will add the dry ingredients. By using this technique, we get the perfect batter. can use butter or oil to grease the pan very well. If you are using an OTG, make sure you preheat for 20 minutes at 180 degree. I don't know what to call it, frosting or icing. You decide for yourself. First boil some water, then add milk powder and coffee and mix it very well. Once it's done, add the hazelnut spread as much as you want to for a thicker consistency, followed by adding some dairy milk. After that, freeze it for 15 minutes. In the meantime, your cake will be baked. This is the required temperature. Within 25 to 30 minutes, your cake will be ready. And this is the method by which you can check whether your cake is fully done. My cake is ready. It's time to decorate it. I will not decorate the entire cake because my family likes to have it dry. I'll only decorate one slice because I enjoy it with icing. And also, the process of decorating a cake is very satisfying. Honestly speaking, the cake was really soft and really fluffy. These black spots are the choco chips that we added. Don't worry about them. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also share this with your friends so that they can make you a chocolate cake soon. In case you make this cake, don't forget to upload a story on Instagram, and yes, do tag me. I'll leave my handle in the description below. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Bye bye.